Edmonton came out in the first half and played extremely well. They've come out here pretty listless. Subsequently, Calgary's grabbed the flow of the game and stuck 2 scores on the board.
Absolutely, and concern on the face of Ron Lancaster as he faces the sideline. And, you know, he said he wouldn't wait too long to make the switch if Jimmy Kemp wasn't moving the football team.
2nd and 8. Facing Kemp now. And a good pass. And Myers couldn't hang on.
That was a good pass and a better play by Marvin Coleman. The throw is on the money. Coleman just comes in and makes the play as the ball arrives.
As a defensive back, you go through, in a split second, a decision when you're breaking on the football. Coleman's to the right of your screen, 17. Do I have a chance to intercept it? If not, go for the strip. Coleman made the decision right away, and it was a good one. Knocked that ball out of there.
His reputation isn't by accident. He's considered one of the best corners in this league. And already 2 2-and-outs now for the Edmonton offense.
To congratulate them, he's got to go return the punt.
Fleming lost it. Stampeders have it. That's Biggs coming up with a loose ball. This has really turned around now on the Eskimos.
Little bit of a stunt, confused, and the confusion right here is Raymond Biggs, who's going to take off clean on a little bit of a stunt. Look at him just go straight up through the middle and is clean. And Sean Fleming has no shot to get that ball off. He's just trying to get out of the way.
Maybe should have carried through and got a contact in the digger.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Remember back to week 1. McMahon, and they really did get through to block this one. Farrell DeClaire.
Assignments up front.
Biggs is there in that one too.
Well, if you watch closely on that replay of the kick here tonight, the up back blocks nobody. And special teams is about assignments, Glenn, and you said it exactly. You got to carry out your assignment, block the people you're responsible for.
Stampeders are set up inside the Eskimo 15. Loose ball. Eskimos have a chance at it, and it's going the other way. Bruce Dixon takes some heat off Sean Fleming.
Oh, does he
He's the
ever?
happiest guy in town right now.
Does he ever? Sean Fleming almost jumped out of his uniform. He was so pumped up.
And this is a monster hit, too. Bruce Dixon comes up with the recovery, and once again the defense bails out. Shoddy play on special teams, and guess who it was?
Oh, yeah.
Derek McCready.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
guy. I'll tell you what, he's already my vote for defensive lineman of the week. This guy's playing a great ball game.
You think we can make him an all-star in one night?
Look at the relief on Sean Fleming's face.
Jimmy Kemp beginning at the 15. Good play action fake. Far side, high, but catch is made, and there are markers down. Landon Myers.
I think it's coming back.
Holding, Edmonton 59.
Leo Groenwagen.
Well, that defensive front for the Calgary Stampeders really haven't let up throughout this game, and you start to get tired in the trenches. It's when you're going to make mistakes. And Leo Groenwagen's got his hands on the back of Ernie Brown.
Now, Kemp looks at 1st and 18. Buys a little time. Tough run. Alondra Johnson met him and forced him out. No one was open, so Kemp took off.
That's a great job by Jimmy Kemp. Kemp escapes out of there. He realizes nothing's happening, knows he's in his own end. Marvin Pope down on the field, but Kemp makes a good decision here. He looks downfield, there's nothing there. He gets a little pressure from, looked like from Anderson. Now he floats out of the pocket. He starts pointing at Tolbert. Hey, get a block for me. Here comes Mr. All Over the Field, Alondra Johnson, but he does the right thing, takes care of the football. He realizes it is own in. Now they're in 2nd and 4. Good play by Jimmy Kemp.
Marvin Pope was injured on the play. He came on the rush off the corner, really had contained, but Chris Morris drove him down in the turf, and he went down immediately.
Marvin Pope, a key player for the Stampeders at McMahon last week in the win over the Eskimos. Suffering down there right now.
Well, Marvin Pope came off the corner on Chris Morris. He's right up here, and watch how he sort of buckles his knee as he goes down. He buckles a little bit there, that left knee, and he goes right down after that and hasn't got up.
There's no way you can assimilate this in practice or even tell the fans the kind of pushing and pulling that's going on between two guys that are over 260 pounds and the ability they have to push one another around, and something's got to give when you get a stalemate like that. Unfortunately, it looked like Marvin's knee was what gave on that play.
So the Stampeders will have to make some adjustments up front.
He's not putting a lot of weight on that right leg.
I don't think he'll be back in a real hurry here.
Not good news for Calgary, obviously.
20-11. Stampeders have roared back and taken the lead. They've scored 3 times in a row. Field goal to win the first half, field goal to begin the second, and then the touchdown. Out of the backfield. Henry Williams. Does he turn the first down? I think he's got it.
What a super effort by Giz to get this first down. Just his athletic ability allows him to pick up the first down.
You see Giz explaining to the officials exactly where he wants the ball spotted.
Well, he does it all, right? Returns punts, kickoffs, record holder in every category and returns you can think of, catches the ball in the backfield. He also does a little officiating.
Well, he stopped dead to rights there, and he goes over the tackler and gets the first down.
First down for the Eskimos in the second half. Kemp from the shotgun. Man open, it's Tolbert. He got a great block, and it'll be another first down. Darrell Hall over to make the tackle. Who laid that block on?
Shannon Myers. Yeah, he came back and helped out. Nothing fancy about the play, but good second effort.
Well, Jimmy played for the same coach I did down in the States, and that's Kay Stevenson. And he used to tell us, play the keyboard. And the keyboard is the underneath routes. Play the keyboard, and the music will come, and that's exactly what he did there.
Eskimos at the 39. Kemp with all kinds of time. No one open. Now there is far side. It's Myers again. He lost the ball. Got it back. How about this for a run? The race to the end zone. Not quite. Eddie Davis tracked him down. He caught that ball twice.
Well, he catches the ball twice. He gets a great block from Darren Flutie, which springs him. But how about the protection from the offensive line? We've talked about some of the blown assignments. This group, Rams, Shoulders, Conop, Groenwagen, and Morris step up on this play and give Jimmy Kemp all day to throw the football. And then Shannon Myers, we talked about him off the top. Glenn, this guy's made a lot of plays since being inserted for Eddie Brown.
He certainly has, and no bigger here to get momentum back for the Edmonton Eskimos. But you're right, Jimmy Kemp looked at every single receiver downfield before he found Shannon Myers. Now remember, the play before, you see him juggling right there. The play before, Myers is the one who throws the key block.
Yeah.
He's doing it all right
69 yards there, guys. Eskimos set up at the 2. 3 cracks at it from here. A little noisy in here all of a sudden. They'll need another one. West carried. Stopped about the 1-yard line. Now, when he bobbled that ball, he actually caught it with one hand again, didn't he?
Well, what provided the catch, Marvin Coleman's coming over to get the strip. I think if Marvin Coleman had not been blocked by Darren Flutie, he may strip that ball out when he bobbles it. Darren Flutie needs to get an assist on that catch.
2nd and goal to go. It's a long 1 yard from there for the Eskimos, trailing 20-11. Can't drop the ball. They'll have to settle for 3.
David, I think he tried to run a little play action fake there and boot out. When he did, it got hooked on the hip of Willie Pless and hit the ground.
Well, this is what happened. You got a defensive player in the backfield now, and Jimmy Kemp's used to his running backs. Now he's going to pull out, and you called it exactly right, Glenn. He's going to bootleg this. Willie Pless hugged him too tight on the bootleg and raked the ball out.
Almost. Eskimos settle for 3 here.
Remember, Jimmy Kemp is the holder. Would this be a good time for the fake?
Would you call it?
That's not a bad time to try it.
Final play, third quarter. Flags are down in the end zone. Off! And another flag there. He found an ineligible receiver for starters, so that draws the flag. Although Fairway wears 91 at times.
Yeah, but
he's wearing 51 out there now.
He's the snapper on this play, and you can't throw the ball to the center.
No.
Illegal procedure. Edmonton number 46. Decline. Ineligible receiver. Edmonton 51. Decline. First down, Calgary.
So they come up empty. And that says it all, doesn't it?
It sure does. To come away empty after a drive that had given some momentum back to Edmonton is really a downer.
Well, hey, if you're on the other sideline, it certainly isn't.
Yeah.
You just dodged the bullet.
Final play, third quarter has gone by, and the Stamps lead it by 9.
Welcome back. Friday Night Football after 3 quarters. How close it is, how close it could have been had Edmonton been able to cash in on little confusion there in the fake field goal at the end. But Calgary gets the lead in the initiative of Jeff Garcia. We've seen him block, we've seen him tackle, but of course he is known to throw a football or two. And Obi, nice one on the touchdown.
Well, you know, something that Jeff wasn't doing earlier in the season, we've already seen when Marty illustrated his toughness in this game. In this play here, he does such a great job now of stepping up in the pocket to avoid the rush. And when he does that, then he buys some time and he looks downfield and gets it to Terry Vaughn. And Terry Vaughn does a heck of a job, although I don't know if the ball got across that goal line. His rear end sure did, but the ball looked like it was short.
Hey, was that a fake field goal, or did they botch it, or what?
It's hard to tell because I was surprised they didn't take the 3 points because then it just keeps them a touchdown from taking the lead.
And then they had to set it up less and turnovers again, and plus a nice play to Shannon Myers down the field.
Edmonton's defense has definitely been keeping them in the game. Derek McCready, who David Archer has been speaking about all game, is having a solid game. Watch him just come up the middle right here and just shove this ball. Well, he put a helmet right on the ball and popped it right out. And that was one of 3 turnovers that Edmonton has had in this game to keep them in the game.
Well, Calgary's at least hemmed deep in their own zone. One thing Edmonton can at least take some solace in as this fourth quarter starts.
Well, Edmonton's playing hard defensively. They've really made a lot of good plays, as Les pointed out, and it's just that offensively they're not taking advantage of their scoring opportunities, especially in that last drive.
Well, so it's Calgary with 10 points in that third quarter to have a 9-point lead heading into the fourth quarter at Commonwealth Stadium. You just get the feeling, though, could be quite a finish. Let's head back now to John, Glenn, and Dave.
Hey, we think it'll be a good finish here tonight. Stampeders have taken control. The Eskimos almost got right back into the ballgame.
Well, the little things can cost you in a big way, and a couple of execution problems for Jim Kemp and the Edmonton Eskimos. Willie Pless, who was in the backfield at the end of that drive, and all of a sudden they come away with no points.
Set up at the 5-yard line with 3 cracks at it. Eskimos come up empty. The Stampeders have to begin near the 5. Garcia away from 2 Eskimos, and he's out across the 10. A couple of moments in the life of the Eskimos. Ultimate highs begin right here with a great block and another first down.
That's a big-time block by Shannon Myers, and he comes back, bobbles the ball, gets the block from Darren Flutie, and goes on the 69-yard play. And then after watching this play a couple times, I think Jimmy Kemp did this on his own. I think he pulled that on his own.
And they ended up faking the field goal and missing the toss into the end zone. So here's Willie Pless on another tackle.
Well, I was talking about the fact that it might have been a good time to fake the field goal. This wasn't a fake. This was just a bobbled snap by Kemp. He can't get it on the tee, and then he's dead. Now he's just scrambling, looking for a receiver.
And he throws to the center.
Well, the killer on the play is Fairway comes out with his hand stuck in the air. Obviously played a different game than I've ever played before.
They're pretty high on Fairway's athletic abilities. You see the Stampeders that close to a first down. Pretty even in time of possession. Eskimos have put some decent yards up in net yardage. Stampeders have been just a little better, 365. And Garcia's been hot.
Well, it's like Coach Abilovich said at the break, you got to cash in on your opportunities. When you get one down the field like that, no matter what happens craziness-wise, you have to punch it in games like this.
Lots of time to go. Third down and inches for Calgary. They're gambling near their 15. No markers down, so they should advance the yardsticks. Wally Buono has won 98 times since taking over as the head coach of the Calgary Stampeders in 1990. Calgary with a first down at the 15. Stamp still dominating the running game. And Anderson gets the call again. Gain is 4. And 39, Willie Pless is there one more time.
We're getting some good blocking at the point of the attack. Rocco Romano doing a great job on the edge. But nobody can get their hand on Willie Pless. Watch him scrape across.
That's a great football play by an unbelievable player, future Hall of Famer, no question, Willie Pless, who just uses his speed, scrapes to the outside, and makes the play.
He's closing in on 1,000 tackles in his CFL career. Leading the league and the team again. Garcia looking now. Good try. Pretty tight coverage on Travis Moore. Davis Reed was back, and he had a little help.
Great job of reacting to the football in the air from Davis Reed. He had pretty good coverage downfield, but he does a nice job making sure he looks back. Now Garcia at this point is scrambling, but see Davis Reed make sure he keeps his eye on the ball, go up and knock it down. And
tough night on Garcia. He's been hit a time or two in the open field and in the backfield, and well, trying to get one away. Blow punt. Here's Henry Williams. Out to the 45, 3 yards on the return after a 48-yard punt. So it's up to Jimmy Kemp to get the Eskimos on a roll again. So this game to the Calgary Stampeders is easy to see from this. A win here, and they're back in the chase for first spot in the Western Division.
And they're also one game up in the series with the Edmonton Eskimos.
Now,
With one left to play here.
yeah,
And bragging rights till October anyway.
perfect night for football in Alberta, isn't it? Early movement. Who moved quickly?
I think it was the whole defensive line.
Making an adjustment out there with Marvin Pope.
Offside. Calgary 96.
That's Bronzel Miller, but this is a great job by Jimmy Kemp. We come out of the break, out of a timeout, and he uses a staggered count.
Bronzel Miller gets called, but look at that. I mean,
They were all
you
there.
could have picked one.
They were racing. 1st and 5 as a result. Kemp can't find anyone open. Now looks deep for Gordon. Now what's he thinking? He knows he's wide open. He just put a little too much juice on it, right?
He really did. He understands that, hey, I got out of trouble with protection there, slid outside, and Bobby Gordon broke clean for me. Gordon just running a seam route, and he realizes his quarterback's in trouble. Now he breaks it to the corner because he knows he's all alone, and Jimmy was just a little too careful with the ball and made sure he put it out where only his guy could get it. Unfortunately, nobody could get it.
But he needed 3-2 speed to get there.
Even though Al Jordan will take some ribbing in the game tape tomorrow, that was just a long incompletion as far as he's concerned.
2nd and 5, Eskimos trailing by 9. Kemp, all kinds of time again. He's got Gordon. That'll be a first down. Kent and Leonard. Leonard covering on Gordon.
Well, here's Robert Gordon. I played with Robert last year. Good route runner, understands the scheme of what you're trying to do. He broke off the backs route and broke inside and caught the ball in traffic. That's one thing that he doesn't get enough credit for, is he will come into the middle and catch the football for you in traffic.
And I like the way he caught it with his hands. He didn't try and pull that one into his chest, stuck those hands out there and got the separation.
Eskimos at the 45, first down. Kemp has Tolbert, big hit on him, but he held on. That was Leonard again.
Nothing fancy for this Calgary defense, dropping off a lot of zone defense. That's why Kemp dumping it over the middle. Tolbert the underneath route here, but that's called 3 yards and a heading.
Gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Kemp goes deep. Tight coverage, no flag, no catch. What do you think? You guys throwing flags? There'd be 1,000, maybe 43,000 coming out of the stands here if everybody in this place had a flag.
Because we have the luxury of a replay, I'm going to wait. I don't know how you think.
Well, he certainly, if the ball is underthrown, he's throwing to Darren Flutie. Now, does Eddie Davis look back for the ball? He does right at the last minute, so you can't flag that.
No, it's a good no call by the officials. If you look back, you can put that arm up there. There's no face guarding.
And that's what they look for, whether there was contact or not. That's what the referee looks for. If the DB looks back, he's not going to get flagged.
Now, he did look back and there was no face guarding, but with that other hand, did he give him a shove?
I don't think there's any question he shoved Darren. Darren was off balance on the play, but Jimmy waited just a hair long to throw the ball. Got great protection on the blitz.
Sean Fleming missed one earlier. Dead on that time, and the Eskimos creep just a little bit closer. 6-point ball game, and a long way to go here in the 4th quarter on Friday Night Football. Looking ahead to the CFL Live Saturday, Mike Pringle and the Alouettes into Tigertown to take on Hamilton, Ivor Wynne Stadium.
Mike Pringle already over 1,000 yards rushing in just 10 games. Boy, has he put together a great season. Chasing 2,000.
1st and 10. Stampeders after the Eskimo field goal. Kelvin Anderson. Another solid run.
You talk about the year Mike Pringle's having, David, you know, start thinking about guys for consideration for most valuable player. I mean,
yeah, I don't think that debate can come up without including 2 running backs from the East, and that would be Robert Drummond and Mike Pringle.
Anderson has now picked up 92 yards against this Eskimo defense. Garcia on 2nd and 5. They'll come up short. Derek McCready.
I'll tell you what, my vote is in. He is the lineman. He might be the defensive player of the week. This guy's been everywhere.
You can't vote with 8 minutes and 46 seconds to go.
It's in.
to the right of your screen, kind of sniffs it out, and then flies down the field and puts on the big hit on a wide receiver.
3rd down, less than a yard to go. In a 6-point ball game, the Stampeders are gambling at their own 45. Anderson up and over the top, and he'll have enough for the 1st down without any problem. And no flags anywhere.
It really is an amazing story what Kelvin Anderson's been able to do this year against the Edmonton Eskimos. Last year in 3 games, he only had about 35 yards rushing in all 3 combined. This year, he's close to 100 in every single game. I believe he's been over 90 in the first 2.
Almost 100 in the first 2 games, and he's almost there again tonight.
I mean, all of a sudden, he's found the key.
On 1st down, Calgary, it's Anderson again. And not much there that time. Willie Pless stepped up. 20-14, a 6-pointer going at Commonwealth. The rematch from Monday.
You know, Willie Bless coming into tonight to see Jeff Garcia. Bless just made that tackle on Anderson. Bless coming into the game tonight only needed 2 tackles to go past Larry Ruck as the all-time leading tackler in Eskimo history in the regular season.
Well, he's definitely passed there tonight.
Yeah.
He needed 60-some odd to hit the 1,000 mark in his career with BC and Toronto thrown in there. Garcia. It's thick. Kalis Reed. Garcia tries to make the tackle. Reed gets a block. He takes it all the way. 58-yard touchdown. The finish is now guaranteed, folks. It's all even at Commonwealth. Second interception for Kalis Reed tonight. That one, 58 yards for the touchdown.
Well, Jeff throws the ball right to him, and he certainly expected something from his outside receiver that he didn't get, because Kavis is just playing the position. Glenn, he sits down. It looked like it might have been what we call a cut coverage, where the corner rolls up to the weak side.
Absolutely. That's what's the coverage. And Kavis Reed was surprised that the ball showed up in his hands. He was just standing there, and Garcia nailed him with it. Then it was just a foot race to the end zone, but big mistake cost Jeff Garcia. Obviously, someone zigged when they should have zagged.
It's not that easy to explain in the tape room, is it?
Not quite, but, you know, as a quarterback, you know, David, that you got to throw that ball before the receiver comes out of his break. Now, if the receiver decides not to run the right route, it's trouble, and that's what